That's all I want to say. The streets must end. Yes, ma'am. All right. There's a few more things that happen. Get this nigga Freddie Gibbs, man. Yo, Freddie Gibbs is asking to be jumped when he go to Atlanta. He says niggas asking, arguing over Clubhouse, who killed the most niggas on Clubhouse. Now, when you hear that, this nigga is getting his ass whipped in Atlanta next. Don't blame 21 Savage. This nigga been picking at a lot of people, okay? I'll just tell you that now. Okay? Okay? Man, this was kind of sad. I think there was a video to this, too. Let me see. Cardi B. Offset Takeoff. Let me see. I think there's an audio of it. Let me see.
We just fell asleep, and out of nowhere, like Offset phone kept ringing, my phone kept ringing, and like Offset picked up the phone, and he's just like, no, and he's screaming and screaming, and like he's screaming like, no, 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 and I'm like, what's going on? And he's like, Takeoff is dead.
Yo, the story is so sad. You know, obviously we lost Takeoff last year. We're getting to find out, and I think that's what makes it even sad. Like, what I think Offset's going through. Let me pull up his page. I think Offset's going through. Is it YRN or just Offset? Yeah, I think Offset's going through a very, very, very deep depression. If you look at most of his stories, yeah, his profile pic is Takeoff. Most of his stories is about Takeoff. He's buying a lot of things that commemorate Takeoff, and he's definitely mourning. But I think he's going through a lot of guilt, and that seems to be the case. What I've noticed when someone you love, you didn't squash the beef with, or you didn't end on best of terms, or you were arguing about something petty, or your last words to that person may have been something regretful. Not too sure the status of their relationship right before, but clearly there was a separation between Offset and Takeoff and Quavo, right? It looked like Quavo and Takeoff were moving in one direction, and Offset was moving in the other direction. But after the death of Takeoff, you know, all that type of petty arguments and anything that could have contributed to why that was the case goes out the window. And I feel like he's having severe, well, I won't say severe. He's going through a little bit of depression. He's going through definitely some depression. He's going through severe guilt. I'll say that. And I think it's going to be a long process for him to, you know, start acting quote unquote normal again. You know, I can feel the pain every time he talks about Takeoff, and I know it goes way beyond what he says. It goes even to what he doesn't say. If you heard, and I'm not trying to bring up some of these, you know, these are really hard things to watch. When he spoke at the funeral, you know, you could kind of just tell that
change the culture of music forever.
You could tell there's a lot of grief and a lot of hurt and a lot of pain. And I think Cardi B was talking about how she's dealing with her husband who's going through loss and mourning. And I think that's tough, you know? By the way, anything I'm saying about Offset does not even go to imagine how Quavo might feel. I can imagine Quavo probably feels his own guilt as well. Hey, y'all at an event, Quavo's the one rolling dice. You get what I mean? He's the one rolling dice. Offset's just chilling. You know? Quavo's the one arguing. No, not Offset. I mean, Takeoff is just chilling. Quavo's the one arguing. Takeoff is just chilling. So I know both of those men are going through it, and I definitely send my sympathy and my condolences to Offset and Quavo, to Takeoff's mom, to the entire QC family. This is tough. It's tough. It's tough. Yeah, I won't even play this full thing. It's kind of like, it's pretty emotional. All right, you guys can watch it if you want, but that was Offset speaking at Takeoff's funeral. All right. What else did I want to get into? There's a few other things, I believe.